Dodge Challenger SRT 6-speed manual. And it's the cheapest one in the country. Now I know everybody says this, but I mean, I bought this car for $17,500. Quite cheap for these things, considering it's 425 horsepower, 6.1 Hemi V8. And it's just beautiful. It's absolutely massive. It's the biggest car. It's like 16 feet long. I'm not even joking. I think it was like 198 inches long. It's only 2 inches shorter than the Dodge Durango. It's just massive. I know what you're probably thinking. What is a 17-year-old doing with a car like this, with this much horsepower? Honestly, I don't know either. It's an ice cream van. Anyways, I just love this car. It's just absolutely beautiful. Let me show you around it. It's a Tour Red. That's what the color from the factory is. Can't really see because of the light, but the SRT logo is right there. The ice cream truck is down there. It's got 19-inch alloy SRT wheels, straight from the factory, with these massive Brembo brakes. And it's got tint on it, which is probably very illegal, depending on the state you're in. I'll edit that out. God, this fucking ice cream truck. Where even? There it is. He's just going down an abandoned road. What? Like, it's not an abandoned road, it's just an unfinished road that no houses are on yet. Anyways. So, get out of here, bug. Let's hop right in. So, this is the, no, that's not gonna work. Let me just turn this on, because, let's open the door, and you guys will get to hear it turn on. It's also got not even 40,000 miles on it, and I put a couple thousand miles on it already. The ignition, I have to say, is not very loud, but it gets loud. I'm not gonna rev it now, just because my neighbors probably already hate me. So I'm gonna wait a little bit on that one. It's got a six-speed manual. It's got 4 pedals, which is strange. Here, I'll show you why it's got 4 pedals. Gas, brake, clutch. And when I put on the brake, there's the 4th pedal, the e-brake. And then that's the release latch. It's very strange. It's got beautiful stitched leather seats. It's got, heated seats. It's got it's got such a horrible infotainment system. I'm gonna have to, replace it. But this car is bone stock, and it's one of the loudest cars out there. It's a Challenger SRT right there. And it's got pretty decent back seats. I've had 5 people in this car with no problem. And the only complaint I have is that it's a 2010, so it's got cheap Chrysler plastic everywhere. I mean, these buttons are just crap. And it's got crappy fake carbon fiber. But, you pay, you get what you pay for. And I spent less than a brand new Toyota Corolla on a 425 horsepower beastly V8. So I can't really complain. I can't complain. I love this car. Oh god. So let's take it for a spin. Close my garage door. the SRT8. Put on some sunglasses. As I mentioned before, this car is bone stock. This thing just hauls. And that was like a third gear pull, or maybe a second. I don't remember. That was not bad. Faster than I should be going on this road. Just kidding. Always do the speed limit. This is the highest trim level car of the Challengers of the time. At the time, in 2010, this is like the new gen of. This was like the very first Challenger in the 2000s. This car came out in 2008. This one came out. This is a 2010 model, but this car is 425 horsepower. This car came out a decade ago. Just think about that. The 2008 to 2010, they came out a decade ago, and they're still faster than most of the cars on the road. Like I could probably take anyone in a street race. I mean, like just even like only in the past like 2 years have Mustangs finally caught up. This thing in 2008 was pushing 425 horsepower. Just the brand new GT Mustang is only at 435. So it's only 10 horsepower more. But the Mustang would definitely win because that car is much lighter. This car is like 5 tons. Just absolutely fantastic car to drive. It's so comfortable too. Like I could easily take this on a road trip. I've driven over 3 hours in this car, and it's just been like comfortable the whole time. Oh, I forgot. I lost my train of thought earlier. This is the highest trim level. So back then, this was like the equivalent of like a GT 500 Mustang, right? I'm just using Mustang things just because everybody knows like shit about Mustangs, but not everyone knows stuff about Challengers. This car, its MSRP was like adjusted for inflation was like $60,000 or something like that. I'll put the real number on screen if I remember. But it's got 2 blank buttons down here, and it's got like 3 blank buttons on the key. I mean, the key I understand, like, because they're used for like remote start and stuff. I don't know why this car doesn't have remote start. This car is shit. I'm pretty sure this is spec'd out, but that was second gear. I'm like short shifting too. I'm shifting before 4,000 RPM. This car goes up to like it goes up to 6,500 RPM. So it never gets old. It really never gets old. I've owned this car since April or May. I just decided to make a video on it now because I didn't really think of it until early June. I didn't really think of it till like late May, and then like I went on vacation early June and I was gone, and then I just remembered last night because I'm going to be gone for another 2 weeks starting August 28th. I'm not going to date the video. I am dating it. No, not August 28th. July 28th. I'm not going to date the video. You know, whatever. It's July 28th is 2 days. It's the 26th. So I figured I got to do it now before I remember. And then eventually, I want to take the car to CarMax just to see what they'll offer me, because they're going to offer me more than what I paid for it. This guy ahead of us is a Navy from Texas. What are you doing up here in Pennsylvania? Is that my dad? Oh, that's my dad. He's just passing me. Hey, that's my dad in his Corvette. Weird. Alright, we're gonna be getting on the highway here in a second, which is good fun. Oh man, there's like loads of traffic. This is gonna suck. Highway traffic in a manual is one of the worst things ever. That's one thing I have that I'm jealous of automatics. Traffic. And hills. I mean, this car does have hill assist. Did you ship me to 4,000?